It was a shell, no website, no social presence. The address listed was a UPS store, but the payments were real, thousands of dollars, transferred monthly. I did some digital sleuthing. Turns out NextCore's registered agent was a woman with the same last name as Travis, his girlfriend. She'd set it up a month before Travis was hired. The company only had one client. Us. The kicker? The payments were approved directly by Travis, who had quietly asked finance to route his invoices separately for speed. I knew what I had, but I needed more. I copied everything: emails, invoices, internal memos. I even set up a screen recorder to capture a video of Travis submitting invoices through our platform. Then I tipped off our internal compliance officer anonymously. I knew better than to go to Greg. He'd bury it to protect his nephew. But compliance, they don't mess around. Within a week, Travis was under investigation. They froze all outgoing payments to NextCore. HR started interviewing everyone on his team, including me. I played dumb, just another worker bee trying to understand what was happening. Meanwhile, I fed compliance everything they needed through a burner email account I set up. Then the house of cards fell. They brought in an external auditor. Turns out, Travis had siphoned off over $40,000 in phony invoices in just 3 months. His girlfriend had been laundering it through fake marketing reports and cash withdrawals. When confronted, Travis denied everything until they showed him the emails and the screen recordings and the phone records showing him texting his girlfriend instructions. Greg tried to stop the bleeding. He begged the board to let Travis quietly resign. But it was too late. The company had to report the fraud to law enforcement for insurance purposes. Travis was arrested 2 weeks later, charged with wire fraud and embezzlement. His girlfriend got slapped with conspiracy and money laundering charges. And Greg? He was forced into early retirement after the board found out he had overridden the normal vetting process to get Travis hired in the first place. They offered him a face-saving exit. He took it and disappeared. As for me, a month later, I was promoted to Director of Strategy, full raise, back pay, and an apology from the interim CEO. I cleaned house, built a new team, and implemented stricter controls on vendor payments. It turned out that the compliance officer suspected something was wrong already. My anonymous tips just gave her the missing puzzle pieces. Travis ended up doing 18 months in federal prison. His girlfriend got off with probation but had to pay restitution. Last I heard, he was working at a car wash and ranting on Facebook about how he was set up by jealous coworkers. No, Travis, you weren't set up. You just messed with the wrong strategist. He always walked around like he owned the place, even though he'd only been there for a few weeks. His name was Travis, and he was the nephew of my boss, Greg, a loud, arrogant man who thought family loyalty trumped qualifications. I'd been working at that marketing firm for nearly 6 years, started from the bottom, worked my way up, and had finally become a team leader last year. I managed 4 account managers and was well respected in the company. That all changed the day Travis arrived. He didn't even try to hide his attitude. From day one, he strutted into meetings late, made snide remarks about old-school methods, and interrupted presentations with idiotic suggestions that showed he hadn't read a single client brief. It was painfully obvious that he had no clue what he was doing. He had no degree, no experience, and no filter. But Greg beamed at him like he was God's gift to marketing. At first, I tried to be patient. I figured Greg was just doing his family a favor. Get Travis a job, let him sink or swim. But then came the blindsiding. One Monday morning, I was called into Greg's office. He didn't beat around the bush. "We're restructuring," he said, sipping coffee like he wasn't gutting my career. "I've decided to consolidate leadership. Travis is going to be leading your team moving forward. You'll still be here, of course, but under a new title. Senior Strategist." Senior Strategist. It sounded fancy, but it was a demotion. A pay cut, no reports, and no say in project direction. My job was to provide consultation, while Travis took credit for my work. I was furious, but I didn't argue. I'd learned long ago that blowing up at higher-ups only made things worse, so I smiled, nodded, and walked out. But I didn't forget. For the next few weeks, I watched as Travis stumbled his way through projects, missed deadlines, and rewrote perfectly good strategies with cringe-worthy buzzwords. Clients started getting agitated. One longtime client even requested a different team. I kept track of it all, every mistake, every complaint, every shady move. Then I started noticing something odd. One of our biggest accounts, a regional retail chain, was reporting inconsistencies in billing. At first, it seemed like a clerical error. Then I noticed that a vendor listed on an invoice didn't exist in our system. I dug deeper. The same vendor, NextCore Solutions, kept popping up in Travis's accounts. It was listed as a subcontractor for digital ad buys. Thing is, we don't subcontract for that. We have an in-house team. Always have. I looked up NextCore Solutions.